helping your mates, sticking out for your mates no matter whatever. And that happened to Shaw. You've heard all the stories. Looking after one another in times of need. Like, I think what I'm doing now is the ANZAC spirit. I came here very sick a few years ago from my experiences in the past, and friends noticed it in my face and they told me to get to the doctor. And they supported my wife. She couldn't even drive out the driveway without someone with her. It was a really good time. I was in hospital for 6 weeks under severe counselling, and I mean severe. It was bad. I was in a bad way. And I see that now that I'm returning that favour, and I'm returning to people I don't even know, and that is the ANZAC spirit. And that's why we're here, that's why we do what we do, that's why we look after our mates.
Oh, no, I don't think they've got the spirit because everything today is more materialistic, I reckon, than today we kind of want to give money, and that's our way of helping somebody. In years ago, our spirit was if somebody was in trouble, you'd give them a hand. Physically, you'd help them out. But now it's just, I've done my bit, I've threw me $50 in the tin, and I think that's how we're getting, and we're too materialistic, because I know, sometimes you always say, oh, can you give us a hand? And, sometimes you blokes say, oh, how much you want? But I don't want money, I just want a hand. I just want somebody to come and give me a hand with something.
Younger generation, people like yourself, and of course the older generation, it's in between, it's a bit iffy.
In some ways a positive effect, because I've got to meet a lot of blokes that I'd never probably meet otherwise. The negative effect is probably health-wise, and I'm starting to feel it more and more, now that I'm getting older. The amount of tablets I take a rattle.
I think so. I think at any time, if anybody struggled, or if we were walking through the jungle and someone tripped over, one of your mates was always there to pick you up and help you. Or if you were digging a hole and you had a particularly rough patch of dirt and your mate next to you had an easy patch, he'd finish, he'd come over and give you a hand. And I think that's what the spirit is, it's there for your mates.
No.
Why?
I was standing outside the town hall in Sydney waiting for my boss. I was in sailor's white shirt, shorts, socks and shoes, hat, waiting for him to carrying his briefcase, and a little old lady came up to me and called me a war pig and started bashing into me with a handbag. I froze, and to this day I cannot go to the town hall in Sydney, and a policeman come up was going to arrest me because he thought I was attacking the old lady. And it was some kind passers-by who said, no, she started on him. And then my boss came out and everything was all right.
You see it every day. An elderly person might be walking down the street and trip over, and someone's there to help that person up. To me, that's the ANZAC spirit. It's just carried on. It's been instilled in us for nearly 100 years, and we do it without even thinking. We don't think just because we pick someone up or help someone that we're keeping the ANZAC spirit alive. I believe we've had it instilled in us that that's the thing to do, and we just do it automatically. That true comradeship, you're there to help your mates out, is still around if we have a bushfire, a flood, any major accident of any description. In the main, I think people, the Australian people, are there to help their mates out, the same as the ANZAC spirit was nearly 100 years ago at Gallipoli.
I think the ANZAC spirit is it that you're never beaten. So if Australia's spirit is that there's no such word as you can't. Like, you can't do that or you can't do this. The Australian spirit is why not? And if Australians get that spirit back, we can invent anything, we can do anything. We've got this, I don't know what you'd call it, just when somebody says you can't, just, that's, you can't.
Well, the ANZAC spirit is Australia.